What's up, YouTube? This is Mr. Scrubbert coming at you from Scrubbert's Stronghold in St. Joseph, Missouri. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving and their bellies are nice and full, had a good time with family and all the like. We'll get into a real quick U.S. and China turn, so don't take too much of your time up, and we'll pass it on to U.K. and see what we can do to maybe finish up this round by the end of the weekend. So for U.S., we had $80, saving $4 we will spend and buy 2 tanks, a mech, a battleship, a cruiser, 2 transports, 2 artillery, and 2 infantry. I ran out of U.S. infantry, so I'm having to use a little bit of my Confederate army. China will purchase 2 infantry as well, because they have $8, and they will save 2. Alright, for combats. Here on the Pacific side, this submarine here will move into C-Zone 20. This submarine in C-Zone 19 will move into C-Zone 20. 1, 2, 3, yes. The 2... 1, 2, 3. Yep. The 2 fighters from Korea will attack C-Zone 20, as well as all the fighters from the fleet in C-Zone 6. We'll go 1, 2 to C-Zone 20 as well. So, I'm not going to move those real quick because there'll be a whole movement change around everything. So that's that combat. Down here in the Carolina Islands, these transports will pick up a tank, a infantry, and the 2 artillery. And just the transports. We'll go 1, 2, 3 up to C-Zone 19. And they will offload in Shantung. And then the 1 transport here in C-Zone 6 by itself will pick up 1 tank and move to C-Zone 19 and offload a tank into Shantung. There will be no offshore bombardment because I'm not going to give you the opportunity to use kamikaze. I hope that's how it works. If not, I'm probably horribly wrong and I'll probably eat crow. But as far as I understand, you can't target transports. So only the transports will be offloading from 19 into Shantung. For the Chinese, while I'm here, 1 infantry will move into Sichuan, and 1 infantry will move into Sikang. Just like that. So we'll go ahead and immediately move Japan down 3 and China up 3. Okay. Over here on the Pacific side, the only combat we got going on is the bomber in United Kingdom is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and bomb northern Italy, and he will have enough movement to land back in Gibraltar. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 because of radar with UK. And that will be the only combat for this side of the board. So here we go. We'll do the small one first. So Setang. The U.S. has 2 tanks, 2 artillery, and an infantry paired with said artillery. And Japan has a lone artillery guy. Or, sorry, lone infantry. Is that right? With 5 units? Yep. Alrighty. So 1 hit on a tank for the U.S., which is all I needed. The rebuttal for the lone Chinese or Japanese soldier is a hit. I will take the infantry, naturally. Okay. So real quick, 1, 2 while I'm here. 1, 2, China goes up to 12, Japan goes down to 49. This guy. Remove all of that nonsense. I'll move this guy here. Looks like that. Okay, now moving on to C-Zone 20. Kamikazes can't target subs or planes, so we're good there. I have 2 submarines, and then I have 1, 2, 3 fighters from the carriers, 2 fighters from Korea, and the lone tactical bomber. Five hits. I needed 3. Okay. All right, here's Japan's 3 destroyers. I got 3 right. 1, 2, 3. 3 destroyers. 1 hit. Alrighty. So the end result for season 20 will be 1 US and these 3 guys right here. Alright. So that is it for the combat on the Pacific side. We'll do the real quick Northern Italy roll. So for Northern Italy, 1 die, their 1 AA roll. Miss. Alright, and the US. Grab a nice US die over here. US die. We'll do 5 plus 2, so 7 damage. Get my. So. And that bomber will go on to land in Gibraltar. Like that. Alright, non-combats. Non-combats. I'll start over here. This bomber is going to air transport 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold on, I have that. I had it down 1, 2. At a movement of 7, it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 into Manchuria, dropping off the 2 guys that were in San Francisco. Alrighty, and the bomber in Alaska is going to pick up and air transport 2 gentlemen to Korea. Okay. These 2 tanks are going to rail 1, 2 to Johal, because I can't rail into Setang. Alrighty. Basically what happens is it looks like these 2 that came from Korea are going to land in Okinawa. That's not true. 2 fighters are going to take the place of these 2, because these 2 don't have enough movement to make it to Okinawa. So they're going to land on carriers, but 2 that came from the 2 that came from carriers at a movement of 1, 2, and then 3, 4, they're going to land on Okinawa, so it's easier just to use these two planes here as well. So, hopefully that made a lot of sense to everybody, but if not, let me know. I don't know where my convoy markers are. Okay, all right. So, for the rest of the non-combat over here, this battleship, these 2 destroyers, and this cruiser are going to move up to C-Zone 19. And the rest of the fleet in C-Zone 6 is going to move down to C-Zone 19 like so. Okay, so I'm going to leave the transports out because it's getting a little crowded on my thing, but yeah. All of the U.S. boats are in Season 19, except for this sub in 20. Alrighty, and as far as non-combat goes, on this side, I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Going over here. Infantry from Ireland is going to Scotland. The plane from Iceland is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 to land in Gibraltar. Okay. The fleet in 101 is going to Season 91, and they will be on their 3 transports. They will be picking up 3 infantry. What is it? Sorry, the camera angles are terrible. They will pick up 3 infantry. Stop it. Okay. 3 infantry, 2 mechs, and a tank, and they will offload them in Gibraltar. So I'm just going to quickly move these guys down here. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I will make it look a lot better when I'm all done. Okay. So there's that. And actually, one of those transports will offload a infantry and a tank into Casablanca. The rest of them went to Gibraltar, so it should look a lot more like this. Happy-go-lucky group of Americans. Okay. And boom. Okay. Yep, that's what I wanted to do. All right, for unit placements. 2 tanks and two tanks and a mech will go down in Korea. Okay. And then a battleship, a cruiser. Well, everything else will go down the Atlantic side, so it'll look... I'll show you here in a second. Oh no, the Confederates are taking over. Just kidding. So 101. Transport 101. Transport 101. Cruiser. Infantry. Artillery. And another artillery. Much like boom. Okay. So the U.S. will collect $55 plus 20 for NOs. So they'll go up to $75. Easier just to go 50 and then a 5. So 55, and I already did the NOs plus the 4 I saved. All right. For China. China's combat's real simple. I moved a guy in the, as I mentioned, I moved a guy in Skang, guy in Sichuan, and everyone else is just going to kind of stay put. Actually, no, we'll move one guy in a Hope A. Alright. Yeah, there's a guy. Okay, so we'll move one guy in a Hope A as well. Alrighty, so we need to move Japan down to 48, and China will go up to 13. Okay, that should be it. China saved $2. They saved $2 of their money, and they get 13. So they'll have $15 going into the next round. Oh, I didn't place China yet. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Okay, well. Alright, so for China's unit placement, it's 2 infantry. We'll go down in Satang. I don't think so. Boom. Okay, so 15 to China. U.S. will have a total of 20 plus 55, so $75 going to the next round. Quick disposition of forces. Eastern has 2 infantry, 2 artillery, and 2 AA guns. Central has an AA gun. 101 has a battleship, a cruiser, and 2 transports. Season 91 has 5 U.S. transports, a UK transport, a Commonwealth transport, a Commonwealth sub, a British destroyer, a British cruiser, 2 U.S. destroyers, 2 U.S. cruisers, 2 U.S. battleships. Okay. On Gibraltar, we have 5 infantry U.S., a U.S. bomber, 2 U.S. mechs, 2 U.S. artillery, 1 U.S. fighter. Alright, and Scotland has 1 infantry. Come on over here. Western United States has 2 mech and an AA gun. Johal has 2 U.S. tanks. Manchuria has 2 U.S. infantry. Korea has 2 U.S. infantry, 2 U.S. tanks, 1 mech, and 1 air transport. Oh, sorry, an air transport in Manchuria as well. Excuse me. Okinawa has 2 fighters. Season 19 has 4 transports, 3 destroyers, 3 cruisers, 3 battleships, and 2 fully loaded carriers with 3 fighters and 1 tactical bomber. Season 20 has a lone submarine. China, a guy in Sichuan, a guy in Sikeng, 2 infantry in Sensei, and a infantry in Hope. I need to swap that out. I'll do it off screen. And then 2 infantry with the U.S. in Sitang, which is 2 Chinese infantry, 2 U.S. tanks, and 2 U.S. artillery. Okay, that should be it for U.S. I will pass the torch on to my partner, Mr. Moose Cow, and see what he has in store for everybody for UK. This is Mr. Scrubber, wishing you a happy Thanksgiving weekend, and signing off. Keep watching.